sight words, high frequency words, heart words, tricky words, leap words. There's lots of terms for those words that trip our kids up and don't follow the rules. Words that they have to memorize. But no matter what you call them, the good news is there is a better, faster way to teach those tricky words than just flipping flashcards. I'm Delaney, reading specialist turned parent coach, and I help parents use faster, more effective strategies to get their kids reading fast through games. This strategy is going to transform reading for your child. If you've started teaching your child to read, it's not as simple as just teaching letter sounds. If you know the most common sound that the letter makes, there are a lot of words that you can decode. But obviously, not all books are made of words like gum. And if you've taught your child their letter sounds and CVC words, you're probably thinking, what's next? There are lots of words that just don't follow the rules, like said, would, and there. And then there are words that your child might need to know, but they haven't learned those phonics skills yet. Words like look, see, and like. They follow the rules, but since your child is just starting out, they don't know every phonics rule yet. In order to read books, we need to teach them how to read these trickier words, which I'll be calling heart words from now on. The typical approach is to just show that word repeatedly and say, what's this? What's this? When we teach kids to memorize the whole word, it takes dozens and dozens of repetitions. But what if we could fast track that so that your child only needs 1 to 4 repetitions of the process instead? The key is to teach them to break down these words into the parts that are decodable and the parts that need to be memorized, teaching them those patterns in a way that allows your child to internalize them. But in order to do that, your child needs to have a few skills in place. Let's talk about the skills your child needs to have. The 3 simple steps that will allow you to embed these words into your child's mind, and how to identify which words you need to teach as tricky heart words. Plus, I've got a freebie for you. Do not start teaching these tricky words, heart words, until your child has mastered CVC words. Those simple 3-letter words where the vowel is short. Consonant, vowel, consonant. They need to be successful with the words that follow the rules before you can start teaching them words that don't follow the rules. Here's what I look for to see if a kid is ready to learn those tricky words. First, can they blend these CVC words easily? Can they say gum? They have to feel successful with the words that follow the most basic rules. Second, can they spell CVC words? This might be a little unexpected for preschoolers, but trust me on this. Your child needs to be able to segment the sounds in a word that you give them like this. If you say wag, they say w-a-g. And then even if they're not in kindergarten yet, they're not handwriting, they can use letter tiles or letter cards to spell those sounds w-a-g. This skill has to be in place in order to use my heart word process and make those tricky words easy. I would also strongly suggest teaching your child digraphs, TH, SH, WH, and CK. SH, W, and CK. And if you want to teach CVC words and games, and if you want to teach CVC words and those digraphs through games, that's what Play to Read is for. I help parents use 8 printable games to teach every phonics skill. So your child can read and spell CVC words and digraphs, but they start running into words like said and the. Here's how to teach them super easily. And like I said, this process only takes 1 to 4 repetitions. So while it takes 2 minutes, which is longer than just saying said, it's going to click faster for them. Here are the 3 simple steps to teach heart words. 1, say the word. Don't start by showing them the word and then breaking it down. Start by saying the word and having them repeat it. 2, segment the sounds and have your child write the ones that they know. 3, label the heart part and write the letters that make that sound. Repeat this same process until your child can easily recognize that word. Super simple. Now I'll show you exactly how to do it with the words the and said, so you can familiarize yourself with the process. I'm going to use my spelling mat freebie because I have a preschooler and I'm going to use these letter cards that come along with it so that she can spell when she's not handwriting it. Let's start with the heart word said. You can see that I have the spelling mat here in a page protector so that we can use the expo marker. If your child is in kindergarten or older and they're already writing their letters, you can have them write their letters But if they are in preschool or younger, use the letter tiles so that they can spell. So first have them repeat the word, said. Then have them dot the sounds to segment them. S, e, d. Then we're going to start with the sounds that follow the rules that make sense. So what is the first sound in the word? S. We can spell that. The middle sound is the heart part, so we're going to skip it and come back to that sound. What's the last sound in the word? D. Let's spell that. All right, we have S at the beginning, D at the end, our middle sound. S, e. How do we normally spell that? E. But in this word, it's a heart part. It's not following the rules, and we spell it with two other vowels, A, I. S-A-I-D, said. Our heart part is the A-I that says eh. Now let's do the heart part, the. Have your child repeat the word the. Then segment out the sounds. The, How do we spell the first sound? T-H. Our next sound is the heart part. We normally spell with U, but in this word, we're going to spell it with another letter, and that's E. E is going to say in this word. T-H-E, That's exactly how I teach these tricky heart words to preschoolers. So how do you know which words to teach? If your child is reading something and doesn't know one of these heart words, you can practice that same process. I just like to make a note of any words that they need to be taught. But if you want to strategically teach those heart words each week, I share them in Play to Read with videos that your child can follow along with to spell and practice reading these heart words. In the new heart word series within the membership, I share weekly heart words for your child to practice alongside the phonics skills that they're learning through 8 easy-to-print games. My kids love them, yours will too. Let's make reading easy, even those tricky words.